Would you ever pick up the phone and call the guards about your own children? A report out in the UK last week claimed that many parents are living in fear of their children, but are too ashamed to ask for help or report it to the police. Children aged 13 to 15 are the most likely age group to beat up or threaten their parents. 91% of parents calling helplines for parental abuse at the hands of their kids are actually mothers. Now here's the thing, a child expert in the USA dealing with violent teenagers has spoken out this week and encouraged parents who are victims of abuse at the hands of their kids to pick up the phone and get them arrested by the police. The parental website says calling the police on your violent teen is the right thing to do. And I'd love to hear from you on this. 6797104 is our telephone number. Niall, you're on FM104. How are you, Niall?
That's correct, Adrian. I'm grand.
Now, Niall, tell me about your brother.
At this moment of time, he's been verbally abusing his mother. He's also smashed up her UPC box. And as you can imagine, he wasn't singing Christmas carols while he was doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Smashed a window in the front door. I've rang social services about the problem, and just to go back on the story a little bit, my mother is over the age of 80 and she has bad Alzheimer's. Social services can do absolutely nothing.
And how old is your brother?
45.
45? Go on.
Yeah, they can do nothing unless an over 80 years woman complains. An over 80 years woman that has Alzheimer's, so will forget whatever happens.
Wow.
And they will do absolutely nothing. I've been in contact with them. Now, at the moment of time, I haven't seen my mother for nearly 3 months, because last time I went there with her shopping and her medicine, I was attacked by him for ringing social services. So now I am in the position where I cannot visit my mother because I may be beaten up if I do that.
So your mother is stuck with this lunatic in the house?
That's correct.
That's unbelievable.
Well, as I say, if you ring social services tomorrow, if you do get a chance, I don't know what time you start work, you ask them what the position is. And the position is, unless she complains, and you can imagine she's not going to complain in the first place about her son in a lot of cases, and in the second case she has bad Alzheimer's, so she just forgets what happens.
And can I ask you, when you... that's a very difficult situation, that is.
You're telling me.
When this brother of yours is attacking your mother...
Verbally abusing.
Verbally abusing your mother.
Pushing things in the house, yeah.
Can you not ring the police and get the police around?
I have rung the police when I was attacked. They can do nothing about the fact that I was assaulted because there are no witnesses. They can also do nothing unless she complains, and she's not going to complain. And as I said to you about the social workers as well, you can ring the police tomorrow, ring social services, or ring whoever you like, and you will be told, unless the woman complains, nothing will be done.
Wow, that's really sad. That's an awful life for that poor woman to have to live through.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, she has bad Alzheimer's, so she's not with the wherewithal anyway. But then to be putting up with this type of a thing, I say, I can't even visit the house now.
Wow. Oh, well, has anybody ever had to deal with that sort of a situation? And we're not talking about a young kid, we're talking about an older man, a 45-year-old man. Mary, you're on FM... Oh, Mary's not there. We'll try and get her back in a second. Kelly, you're on FM104. How are you, Kelly?
Hey, Adrian.
Now, Kelly, when you were younger, you used to beat up your mum.
Well, I was abusing drugs, and it's very ashamed of saying it. Yeah, I did used to abuse my mum, and not only my mum, my little sister as well. Well, she's not little, she's 19. But it was when, like, I wanted money off my mum, and she wouldn't give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sick from a heroin, and I'd snap. But I wouldn't know I'd be snapping, because I'd be that out, like, I'd be that out of my head, or thinking of heroin, and I'd be going for it. But I'm ashamed of it now, and my little sister as well. And my ma called the police on me and got me a barred order and protection order and a safety order. But my ma has my kids now, and that's what they're ruining everything on me. But I'm at the turning my life around now, and only realising what I've done wrong. And it's only that hit me now, what I've done wrong. But, like, there's people out there that do assault their mothers, and I understand, like, they do assault their mothers for no reason, and they shouldn't. But, like...
You see, an awful lot of people would argue that it's the worst thing anybody could ever do is to attack their own mother.
It's, come here, I hold my hands up and say, yeah, it is the worst thing that anybody can do, because my mother reared me, and my mother gave me a great life. And for me to do that, the whole broke her heart and broke my little sister's heart to see me doing it. And we're not the same since. We used to be like best friends. I mean, my little sister used to go everywhere together. Now my little sister don't even talk to me. My mum doesn't even give me a second look. And
you can't blame them, really, can you?
I know, you can't blame them. Because look what I'm at the putting them through. Do you know what I mean? And not only that, my 3 children as well. You know, but...
And do you think your mum was right to call the guards on you?
To call the guards, yeah. Only for I got charged, but only for she called the guards. Adrian, I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't have got me act together. Do you know what I mean? Because I opened my eyes. I actually went to prison over it. I'm 25 years of age, and I'm ashamed to say I was in prison, and that was on a 4th offence.
Wow.
Yeah, do you understand me? Like, I am ashamed of it, and if I...
Have you ever apologised to your mother?
I have apologised to my mother. I've tried everything. It's gone. Like, my trust, everything is gone now. So, I do. I think of her every night, and I think of what I done, but it won't go around my head. Like, assaulting my own mother and sister. Like, I'm clean off drugs now, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? My little sister, that's who I...
Can you understand why your mother doesn't talk to you? Won't even look at you?
I do understand why she doesn't talk to me.
How long ago were we talking about?
We're only talking about a few months ago. Last year, Adrian.
Last year?
Yeah, last year. And not only that, when the police took me out, I ran back for her again. So I was going at her and going at her. And it wasn't only on the one occasion. It was going on a few occasions.
That's awful, that.
That is awful. And, like, for people listening to me, I know they're probably saying she's a bitch, she's this and she's that.
Well, I know I'm thinking it.
Yeah, I know that. I know what you're thinking of, but I'm at to change my life, so hopefully I will get the trust back again, and she will come and talk to me, and my little sister will.
Because I'm sure you know that a lot of people believe that anybody who hits or assaults their parent is the lowest of the low.
It's lower than low. It's rock bottom. That's when you hit rock bottom when you do that.
Well, stay there for 1 second, Kelly. 6797104 is our telephone number if you want to get involved in this. We're talking about what parents should do. And I want to hear if you're a parent who is having this problem or has had this problem with your child, whatever age that child happens to be, give me a call and let me know how you dealt with it. Because a child expert in the USA dealing with violent teenagers has spoken out this week and encouraged parents who are victims of abuse at the hands of their children to ring the police. Call the guards on them straight away. Get them arrested. Get them locked up if necessary. A lot of people, though, think that it's something you just could never, ever do. Or you're too ashamed to ask for help or report it to the police. If you were in that situation give me a call. 6797104 is our telephone number. Mary, you're on FM104. How are you, Mary?
Not too bad, Adrian. Good evening.
Mary, you had problems with your son growing up.
I did, and he's now 35, and I still have problems with him and whatever, but I mean, every time I'm with him, I do more arguing with him and whatever, but he has 2 children, I like to get to see them and whatever, but I don't take any crap up and whatever. I'm sorry, I'm a bit hoarse and nervous, talking, but you have to stand up for yourself, and you can't let children have no respect for you. It's as simple as that. They are your kids, you love them, but you don't love what they're doing and whatever, you know what I mean?
And did you ever... well, give me an idea of how bad it was.
Oh, I've called all names. He's robbed me. Names I've been called is unbelievable. Oh, the language is... You know what I mean? I told him out straight, he's not a nice young fella. And to me, I told him, you're like a python full of venom.
And can I ask you...
think he's a nasty young fella, and I told him, any girl that'd go near him would want to be mad. Because he's not a nice person, and I wouldn't wish him on my worst enemy. And he's my own son. Now, he can be nice and whatever. I know his head is messed up, but as I said, that's your problem. Why should everybody put up with it because of your problem? Because you decide to take drugs, because you decide to do this, that, and the other. You have to be responsible for what you do to people. You have to be responsible for your life. Mother can only do so much, so if they don't respect you, bye, good luck. But as I said to them, you will need me before I need you. That's the way I look at it. If they don't no respect you, good luck, Jeff, stay around. But a few weeks ago, what they do, ringing me mad, sorry, mad, I'm this, mad, I'm the other. 35 years of age, you know, when it suits them. If I'll be on the phone in 5 minutes, and he'd be off. There's only in my home. 5 minutes yesterday, made a cup of coffee. I was like, leave that coffee there, get the F out, the usual. He just drives. You can't have a civil conversation with him. He's, you know, I mean, my sister-in-law said, I know his head is probably done in, but that's not my problem. Yeah, he's 35 years old. He has to grow up, be a man, and not be saying what this one is getting, what you do for that one, what you do for the other one, or whatever. You know what I mean?
And is he still on drugs?
No. He's not on drugs now, thank God. No, he's not.
And did you ever call the police on him?
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. I've called the police many a time. I've had them put out of my home. Him and a partner, that his ex-partner, they was had the 2 of them shifted out of my home. Because they come in fighting and whatever, and I wasn't having that in my home. So he was on the streets. And
you obviously believe as well that parents in this sort of situation should call the police?
Oh, we do. You shouldn't. Why worry about anybody else? People spoke about me and whatever. I don't care what people say about me.
Because obviously people thought bad of you for ever calling the police on your own child.
I don't give a damn what anybody thinks. What I do, I feel is right. I didn't want my son to be raised like that. I didn't want him to be a junkie. I didn't want him robbing people's cars and people's property and whatever. If you want to be a junkie, work for them, the money and whatever. You can't be going around taking people's property because you want to be a junkie. You know, you give them chances, you try, whatever. If you don't take the chances, what can you do?
All right, stay there for 1 second, Mary. I'll come back to you in a moment. 6797104 is our telephone number. Jennifer, you're on FM104. How are you, Jennifer?
Hi, Adrian.
How are you?
That young girl you had on there a few minutes ago, Kelly, that's actually my daughter.
That's your daughter?
That's my daughter. That's my eldest daughter, yeah. And what she said there to you was the truth. I had her removed from my home 3 times by the guards. Because I got assaulted. She actually marked my face. She marked her sister's face because she was looking for €20 to get a bag of gear. I got her removed then. She came back again. I got her removed the second time. The third time she was outside my hall door screaming, shouting, making a show of me where I live. I had the kids in the flat. The kids were hysterical. The guards removed. I had to get the kids removed from the flat because they were petrified of their own mother. Eventually we went to court. She got charged. She got 6 months in Mountjoy. I have her 3 kids now, Adrian. I don't talk to her until I know she's literally right on the right road. Until I see that she's literally on the right road, then I will make amends and talk to her.
Okay, so what? Sorry, Kelly, are you still there?
I am.
Okay, Jennifer, she said a while ago that you can't even look at her on the street. I can understand that.
No, I pass her by, Adrian.
I can understand why you can't look at her.
Like, she has 3 children, a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. And I have them the last year.
I have 4 children since last year, all because she was on drugs. And plus she put our children's lives in fear as well. Now, not hitting them, Adrian, the roading and shouting, making a show of ourselves. The kids were petrified. Do you know what I mean? And see what that woman said there about our son not being... I raised my daughter to be a junkie. My daughter never touched drugs in her life till 3 years ago.
What age are you, Kelly?
I'm 25 years of age. I only went on drugs at 22.
And you had young kids and all at the time?
I had a child of 17. It's killing me listening to me mother saying this now.
When you hear, you've already said that you've tried to apologise to your mum.
I tried.
What have you said?
I'm sorry. I told her that I was sorry and that I am clean and that I was out of character that night. Which I was.
Well, listening to your mum, it was more than just one night.
Well, I was out of character on a few nights, and it was my ex-partner as well forced me in to get the money, and I understand where my mom's coming from, and it's my children that's suffering as well, but it's killing me listening to my mother saying what I done, and I'm ashamed of my life of what I done to my mother and sister, and not only that, my 3 children. That's what's killing me. Me 3 children were in the house, but I wasn't thinking of them. I was thinking again, heroin. Heroin was in my mind and tablets, and that's all I was thinking about getting.
Now you're saying that you're clean now.
I put drugs in front of my family, which I shouldn't have never done, because family are there for you all the time. But I'm not around it, but I hopefully will get there back with them, because I'm clean now and I'm going to start doing everything I can to get back in. I know it won't be the same, but time is a great healer, so I'm going to base on that and just going to go slow and take it slow.
Jennifer, let me just go back to you. Do you believe her?
Well, we've been down this road a few times, Adrian, do you know what I mean? Like, she's come up to us a few times clean, and I've had her in me home and things kicked off again. Then she'd be gone for a week and things kicked off. But this time now she seems to be doing all right. But, like, she was arrested loads of times for shoplifting and everything, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not only the assault, it's shoplifting the whole lot. And, like, we have the HSC involved with us, where the 3 kids are concerned now at the moment with social workers and everything, do you know what I mean? But, like, I don't know, Adrian, like, yeah, but probably time is a great healer, and if she does stay clean and she gets herself on the right road, yeah, I will say hello to her, but I'll never have to trust her again. I'd never be able to trust her. I'd never be able to trust her in my own home ever again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've lost her. She's my eldest daughter, but at the moment, to be honest with you, now straight, I don't feel out for her.
How does that make you feel, Kelly, to hear your mum saying that?
I'm actually crying here now, listening to that. Listening to saying that she doesn't class me as a daughter. That's terrible.
You have to understand where she's coming from, though.
I know, I do. I know. But I don't know what to say. I'm actually gobsmacked here. I'm crying. Like, I don't know what to be saying to her, Adrian, being honest. I don't know what to be saying to her, but I shouldn't have done what I done now.
Well, here's your opportunity, Kelly, with 60,000 people listening to you, to tell everyone how sorry you are for what you did to your mother. You already agreed with me when I said to you that to attack your mother, for anybody to attack their mother, is just... Is disgraceful, yes. It's vile, yes.
Yeah. And for all those that's listening to me, that is the truth. I'm telling the truth, and I'm ashamed of myself for saying it, but I wanted to get on here and say it. Do you know what I mean? Because my mom's been through a lot with me. So I wanted to let people know, like, what I was.
And Jennifer, what was she like before she started on these godforsaken drugs?
To be honest with you, Adrian, before she started on the drugs, she was a great girl. She was a great mother. She had a lovely house. brilliant to the kids. She never went anywhere without her kids. Kids never wanted for anything. She done the best she could for the kids. And she had a lovely 2-bedroom house down in the North Strand there. It was a lovely 2-bedroom house. She was great. And soon she started taking the drugs, then things just went upside down. But like, words, like you can say you're sorry to a person 1,000 times. You have to put your words into action. Do you know what I mean, Adrian? I'm not being bad. I could sit listening to Kelly apologising to me all night, and come tomorrow something else could change. So if I ever raised my hand to my mother, my father would break my tooth.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And that's not what I lie. Now, I never raised my hand to hit Kelly back when she assaulted me, because she was out of her head, and I wouldn't hit a person like that. It's like hitting a person that's drunk. I wouldn't do it. So that's why I called the guards on her. And she went to prison. She said she learned that lesson in prison, but she came back out of prison, Adrian. That was last year. She was only out of prison 2 days, and she was back strung out to bits again.
So, Kelly, up until the age of 22, listening to what your mum is saying,
Yeah.
you were a great young one.
Yeah,
What happened to you?
Well, I'll tell you, I met this asshole, and I didn't know he was on drugs, but he was asking me, do you want to try it now? I do have a brain to say yeah and no. I wasn't forced, so I hadn't a gun put to my head or anything to do it. And he kept saying, do you want to try, do you want to try, do you want to try? And I ended up trying it, and that's what happened.
My God. Jennifer, what was the worst thing she ever did to you?
The worst thing she ever done to me, and it broke my heart, Adrian, was our eldest daughter is 7. And last year the child was going mad for an LG cookie phone for Christmas. And I went out and I scraped up to €119 to get the phone for the child. And she came up to my flat one day and she stole that phone and that child and sold it for a €20 bag of gear. And that broke my heart for her to do that on her own daughter. That's what she done on her own daughter. Now, don't mind me, but her own daughter. That's how low she was. That's what she done.
And this was only last Christmas?
This was last Christmas, yeah. That's what she done on her own daughter. And the poor child was sobbing here for about a week. I had to go out and out the allowance then. I had to go out and buy her a phone. I'll meet here for €89 to make up for the phone. I let on that the phone got lost. I didn't even tell the child I might robbed the phone on her. And the phone was sold for €20 for a bag of gear.
My God, Kelly.
I know. My God is right. His poor daughter.
Now tell me, what is different between the Kelly who could do that last Christmas and the Kelly now?
Well, sorry, Adrian.
Yeah, Kelly, go on, you answer that.
The Kelly now is clean from heroin and would never do a thing like that again. And I don't touch any drugs. I'm lying. I'm on methadone. Apart from me methadone, that's all I do. I go to me clinic and I come straight back to my clinic and I sit in all day. I'm not that changing from the Kelly last year to the Kelly this year. It's a big, big change. And I went out to my nanny's a couple of weeks ago, and my nanny took me in because she could see the change in me. And for my nanny to take me in meant a lot to me. But it would have meant a lot more if my mother had done it. But I understand where she comes from.
You have to understand where she's coming from.
I do understand. That's the point. I do understand. And I understand what grief she's going through. And I understand it with my 7-year-old daughter. And it's our Holy Communion next year. And I hope to God that I'm there for our Holy Communion. With everything that's been going on. That's what's playing on my mind. I just want to get help, Adrian. I'm crying out for help. And I can't get it anywhere.
Can you see how your mother can't allow herself to be that help? Or doesn't feel she's able to give you help? Is that really your feeling on it, Jennifer?
It's not that I can't give her the help, Adrian. I've helped her hundreds of times. And that's no word of a lie.
Help. I want professional help.
No, I'm raising our 3 kids, and I think what's killing Kelly now at the moment is our 7-year-old daughter doesn't want nothing to do with her. Nothing whatsoever to do with her. And that's what's killing Kelly now. And that's being honest, because our own children, now I've got full guardianship of Kelly's kids. So even if Kelly stays off drugs for 2 years, it's up to me whether them kids go back to Kelly or not. Not up to social workers, not up to courts, not up to anybody. It's up to me whether they go back to Kelly or not. And underneath it all, at the moment, the kids are settled here now. They've got a life. They're going to school.
And what do they know of Mam and where Mam is?
They know. Oh, they know. She has a son 5 years of age. And Adrian knows of a line. Kelly will tell you this herself when you get back onto her. That child could sit down at my kitchen table when I got him last year and show me how to smoke heroin.
My God almighty.
I was wrapping a chicken up one Sunday in tin foil and the child asked me, was I going to smoke that? So there you go. And she'll tell you that herself.
That true, Kelly?
It was my partner smoking heroin.
Well, I don't care I don't really care who it was. The fact is your child.
I know, yeah. I know it was my child. But it wasn't me smoking heroin in front of my child. It was that scumbag that nearly killed one of my child. That nearly killed one of my kids.
Kelly, you
help.
and it does sound to me, God love you, you do need help.
I want professional help, but no one's helping me. They're saying, like, there's people out there saying, oh, there's a lot of help. I'm after going to loads of meetings for help, and I'm after being refused them. And they're saying there's help out there. There's not one bit of help out there. The only help you get is methadone. I don't want to be on methadone for 18 years or 19 years. I want to start coming on my methadone.
And what's stopping you coming off your methadone all by yourself?
Nothing. I'm coming off it. But I'm in a clinic. So I'm asking them to bring me down off my methadone. And they're telling me, oh, I don't think it's right for you to come down. It's too quick. Do you understand me? Like, that's a professional telling me that it's too quick. But I want to come down off. I want to get away from that. I want to get away from all my past and build on the future. I have my mind set now. I don't think of drugs. Drugs are the last thing on my mind now. I'm thinking of my family, my kids. I'm thinking of the people I hurt. I'm only 25 years of age and I'm at that point. In the last 3 years, there's people on drugs the last 30 years and they haven't went through what I went through in the last 3 years.
And it sounds from what your mum said that as a human being, you just totally and utterly changed in a very short period of time, Jennifer, yeah?
Yeah, in a very short period of time. Say the last 2 years, Adrian, 2.5 years. Since the baby was born now, she's 3 on Saturday. She's changed big time. But like Kelly doesn't realise either, Adrian. I had a lot on my plate going on with Kelly on drugs. My son is in prison and then I was looking after Kelly's 3 kids as well. And I'm not well myself. I have a lung disease myself. And I had a lot going on at that time as well. Do you know what I mean? And then for Kelly to come up and abuse me and throw things into my face and rob me and everything else. Like, I was at breaking point, Adrian. And the only thing that kept me going was them 3 young kids. Because my youngest daughter is nearly 20, do you know what I mean? But the only thing that kept me going was Kelly's 3 kids. If anything happened to me, they'd go into care. And there's no way I'd let any child go into care. You know, so that kept me going. So there again, I'm still backing Kelly up, even though I don't talk to Kelly. I'm still backing her up by raiding her kids for her. And she's trying to say, like, we're not helping her. I'm raiding her kids, Adrian.
I mean, Kelly, that's about as much help as you can possibly expect.
No, I know my mother's helped me. I'm not saying I want help from
I mean, God forbid the kids should have been with you for that whole period of time.
I know they should. I'm not saying I want help from my mother. I want help professionally. I'd love for someone...
Well, I would love for somebody to call me now and give me suggestions as to exactly what Kelly can do or where she can go. I mean, Jennifer, I don't know the sort of crap you've had to put up with. I can only imagine the sort of crap you've had to put up with from her.
Jesus, don't get me wrong, Adrian. I just want to say this over the air. I hope she does do it. Like, I'm not young. I'm 47 years of age, and I hope she does do it for the sake of them kids. She does get her act together, get our little house back together, get access to our kids, and hopefully she'll get our overnight access, and eventually she might get our kids back, because that could happen to me tomorrow, and I would not see them kids go into care. So I hope she does do it, and I will eventually probably say hello to her and talk to her, but I'll never trust her again, if you know what I mean. That's gone, Adrian.
Well, it certainly sounds like it would take an awful long time to build that ever back to any sort of a level again. Catherine, you're on FM104. How are you, Catherine?
Yeah, hiya, Adrian. I was just listening there to Kelly and her mum. I don't remember her mum's name.
Jennifer. Kelly and Jennifer.
Jennifer. But first of all, I have to say Jennifer's a great mum, right? Rearing Kelly's children for her. But I really think just listening in there, listening to Kelly, it's a cry out for help. And I really know that her mum has been through a lot, and after raising 5 children.
And you have to understand how her mum is being so cold about it, who is just being so dismissive and saying, look, Kelly, do you accept? I mean, I know you're saying you wish it was your mum that took you back in and not your nana, but you have to understand where your mum is coming from.
I do understand where my mum's coming from, but I'm admitting to you, I need help.
Adrian.
I do need help. Like, there's people are saying there's help out there. There's no help.
Adrian.
I'm in the inner city, and all I see every day is I'm not putting junkies down. Every day I face them, and I have to walk by them. I'm not putting them down, but to hold my head high for the simple reason I could slip at any time.
Adrian.
Yes, go on, yeah.
I just want to say, like, I heard that Kelly only started on drugs
when she was 22.
Yeah, 22. But, like, there was obviously a reason for that. So
yeah, there is a reason.
There is. And I agree with Kelly. In the society we live today, there isn't enough, like, guidance for people with drugs or alcoholism to help them, like. And I mean, the closest people to them, I don't care what anybody say, is their family. And I know it's horrific what families have to go through, but when people are going through problems, they always come back to their family. And if that family's not there, Adrian, I mean, if you're dependent on...
yeah, but you have to understand how her mum has heard. I mean, Jennifer, you've heard all the excuses, you've heard all the sorries.
I don't get me wrong, that girl there is saying the only help for Kelly now at the moment is our family. Catherine, is that your name?
Oh, yeah, but I'm on your side. No, but sorry, I'm on your side 100% as a mother rearing 5 children, right? I honestly admire what you're doing, and to take on grandchildren when you should be only getting a visit from your grandchildren and your daughter after raising your daughter. But, I mean, there's obviously, if she started on drugs at 22, there's obviously a problem there, why she started on them. And I honestly think that it's a cry out for help tonight, and to come on the radio and say it in front of 60,000 people, and she's crying out for help, and it's like suicidal people don't listen, and when people cry out, no one's there for them. And I mean, she's on the radio tonight, and I think as a mother, after raising 5 children, at the end of the day, she said she went to her nanny, but she really loves her nanny, but she really wants you in her life. And she is sorry. She did say that. And I mean, no matter.
But mind you, Catherine, we don't know the situation as well as Jennifer does, and I'm sure you've heard all sorts of lies in the past.
Adrian,
sorry, I listen to you. You have children as well, and at the end of the day, no matter what happens in our lives, parents, I think, should be there for their children at the end of the day. Kids messed up. We messed up in our lives at some stage. No one's perfect.
Yes, but you also have to accept what Jennifer is telling us, that she is also trying to protect 3 very young children from all this crap.
I do know that. I'd be the first to do that for my grandchildren tomorrow, but that's what parents are there for. I mean, our mother loves her at the end of the day. Our mother is hurting for what she has done to her. Of course, children hurt parents in life. We hurt them. We do hurt parents.
Well, Jennifer, what do you say to all of that?
Jesus, don't get me wrong, Adrian. As I said, I hope she does do it. But, like, Catherine doesn't understand. Like, I know you've raised 5 kids, Catherine, what I've been
Oh, my
through.
God, no one's perfect.
As I said, I hadn't only got it with Kelly. Like, Kelly was on drugs. My son's in prison now. He's due out this year after doing for a year. He was only 17 going into prison. Now, he's not in prison for anything to do with drugs. He's in prison for arson.
No, but I admire you.
On drugs, Catherine. Hang on there.
I admire you as a mother and what you're going through, right? And I can't feel the way you feel for your children, the way I feel for my children. Everybody, I'm not knocking you.
Oh, I'm after losing her again. Sorry, we've lost Jennifer again. We'll try and get her back.
Adrian, I listen to you every night, right? And in fairness, I'm so upset because I honestly think that girl is crying out for help, and I think that our mum, I know, God love her, that she's going through a hard time.
Kelly, can you...
At the end of the day,
Kelly, do you understand your mum's position at this moment?
I do, Adrian, but no one understands why I went on drugs.
Adrian, that's what I'm saying.
I'm the only one that knows, and if I brought her out, they'll realise then why I went on drugs, but I'm not bringing it out because it's gone on.
Well, by the sounds of it, Kelly, I'll read between the lines here, but by the sounds of it, this is something you're going to have to do to make yourself better.
Adrian.
Make yourself better. If I said on here, how can you make yourself better when you are fiddled with? Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adrian, can I just say this to you, please, just for 1 minute? I honest to God, I'd love to just be with that girl tonight, Kelly, right? That she's trying to change. It's very hard, right? But she's come onto the radio and she's explaining to everybody. She's apologised to her mum. She's saying how sorry she is. Everybody makes mistakes in life. No one.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
And we all need it. Yeah, but Kelly, why?
When I was on drugs, I never touched a needle in my life.
Yeah, but Kelly, you have to think, your mum goes to bed every night. She has to get up every morning to look after your children, what you should be doing.
I know what I should be doing.
Yeah, and you know what?
You know what? I can't wait for the day I get them back to do all that.
Yeah, well,
obviously that's your inspiration. Stay there for 1 second, Catherine, because I have another Kelly on the line. And Kelly, you were in this exact same situation.
Yeah.
Go on, tell me.
I was on drugs, never injected, but I was on heroin and stuff. I had, my little fella was 2.5 at the time, and I was pregnant. A lot of stuff happened. He was taken off me. He went to my dad. I went and went into treatment, stabilised, methadone, had the baby. He was taken off me when I had the baby as well. When he was 4 months old, went in and got clean. Fought for 1.5 years, got the kids back, and I've never looked back.
And when you say you got clean, do you mean totally clean, off everything?
Yeah, off everything. I only ever stayed on 20 mils of methadone. And when the baby was 4 months old, I went and got off it. Went into treatment and spent 4.5 months.
Okay, now you've heard what the other Kelly is saying, that she said there is no treatment. There's no help out there. What can she do? Tell me specifically what this girl can do.
Well, for starters, she could go. I know what it's like in a clinic. Now, my clinic was very good. My doctor, he knew I didn't want to be up over 20 mils, and that was it. But I went to counselling. A lot of clinics have counselling there. You need to cut down to 50 mils for people to go into treatment, 50 mils and under. You can't go into any sort of treatment.
And what are you on at the moment, Kelly?
No, and I'm not.
No, the other Kelly.
Oh, sorry.
Well, at the moment, I'm on 40 mils.
Yeah, so she could get in somewhere if she went to Kilmdara. There's loads of places. She needs to go. The counsellor and the doctor.
I have my name down for Hyde Park. I have my name down for Teen Challenge. I have my name down for Kilmere, Kilmdara, and I have another Tingland.
You can also...
Okay, so you have your name down for a lot of the places that people are texting in the name of.
I'm just waiting on a call from them. That's how much help I want. I went out and done all that myself without telling anybody. I was just going to go to the treatment without telling anybody, ringing them down when I was better and saying, I'm at that doing. Can you come down now and speak to me while I'm...
Jennifer, does that surprise you to hear that she is actually doing all of this?
Well, like she did tell me before, she had her name down for treatment centres, but like that, Adrian, we heard so many lies, I didn't believe her. But if she does get into one and she does go down and get treatment and gets herself clean, like that girl, that other Kelly there, and sorts herself out, yeah, grand, I'll be her mother. Like, I know she wants help. I know she needs help. Like, at the moment, as I said, I just feel a bit cold towards her because what she put us through. But if she does do it...
But that's a natural reaction.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody knows what it's like unless you live with it, if you know what I mean. You have to live with a person like that to see exactly what it's like. And especially where there's young children involved. Like, if Kelly hadn't got any kids, it wouldn't bother me in the least. It's just, I want her to mom back with her kids and take her kids back. Like, God forbid me, but I could drop dead tomorrow. Because of the, you know, man, and the kids are going into care, you know? I don't want that.
And that's what you want as well, Kelly?
I want my kids back. I want my life back. I want the way I was 3 years ago. I just want me back.
And by the sounds of it, Kelly, you were a decent girl before all this.
I was. I used to go out socialising every weekend. I used to have a great life. My kids loved me. Now I lost them.
Let me ask you, Jennifer, what do the kids ask about their mum in the last while?
Well, when Kelly was in prison, before Kelly was in prison, she had access to the kids. She was allowed to see the kids every day for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But God forgive the language, she fucked up on that as well, Adrian. So she only come up every, say, 2 or 3 weeks to see the kids. Then when she went into prison, I did go up and see her in prison. I bought her up clothes and money because, God forbid me, I wouldn't leave anybody with nothing. I brought the little fella up with me and he cried to leave. He didn't want to stay there because he didn't like it. Now, the little fella is actually living out in Raheny with his dad at the moment. I have the 2 girls here. And the baby is asking a lot, where's mommy, where's mommy? Every knock at the door, is that mommy, is that mommy? You know, kind of that way. And I'd say, no, mommy's sick, she's in hospital. Like, the eldest young one of 7 knows what's going on. She's not stupid. But the baby, I just say, mommy's in hospital, she'll be home soon. That's all I say to the baby at the moment.
Well, Kelly, from what I'm hearing, Mammy does need to go to hospital. Mammy does need to go to a treatment centre, and I
will be going to a treatment centre.
And I have my fingers and I pray to God that somebody involved in any one of the centres that you named is listening and can do something for you, because other than that 3-year period where you were on heroin and in prison, your mum has already said you were a lovely girl.
I was, Adrian. I was. And now half my friends don't even recognise me. And it's horrible to say that, but they don't even say hey to me.
Kelly, can I ask you, the other Kelly, your children was it 2 children were taken into care?
Yeah.
But you eventually got them back?
Yeah, I got them back. Nearly 4 years now I have them back.
And were you as bad? Were you in as bad a state as this other Kelly?
I was bad, but I was never in prison, or I never would have hurt my family. It was more myself and my kids went down the drain. And it took for it to get really low for me to realise shit. Like, it has to change. Like, it's a very hard place to be in. I think what happened to me was my kids getting taken. I had always said, because I never had kids to not rear them. Like, they were my babies, and I wanted to do anything I could, and that was it. Like, I couldn't handle the thoughts, even though it was my family. I couldn't handle the thoughts of them tucking them in at night and them giving them kisses, and when they were sick, I wasn't there. So that's what made me get clean and stay clean, really, and fight all the way, and I fought all the way, and I'd never look back.
Kelly, what I'm going to do tomorrow is I am going to get our staff here to make some phone calls and to find out how far down the list, or what has to be done to get you the treatment that you need, because you do need help. And the first step on the road to any recovery from anything is realising that you have a problem and that you need to be...
I've got a problem.
And that you need to be helped.
And I can admit it, and I don't need help.
Jennifer, that is a step, is it not?
Yeah, it is a step, Adrian, but I hope she sticks by it. No, seriously and honestly, if she does go into a treatment centre, yeah, fine, I'll go down and see her, and I'll bring the kids down to see her. And I'll let her see the kids if she does get out of treatment, and stay off the drugs and stay away from everybody that she knew that was on drugs. And if she starts, like, Kelly used to be a size 10. Kelly is about a size 6 now, skin and bone. Like, Kelly doesn't even look like a 25-year-old. If you seen her on the street, you think she was about 40. Like, she doesn't wear makeup or anything. Like, going back 3 years ago, she used to put makeup on her going out and everything. That's all gone, Adrian. I want my daughter back, Adrian. I'm not saying I don't. I do want my daughter back before it's too late. I want them kids to mom back with their mother. I want her to take our children back. I want her to do it. I don't want to be sitting here in my 50s raising kids that my grandkids. I want her to do it. And I'm trying. Every time I said this to her before, it was like talking to a blank wall. But by the sounds of her now, she does mean business, and I hope she does do it.
And Kelly, can you say directly to your mum now that you do mean business?
Yeah, I do mean business. I do want to go into a treatment centre. But I wish I could say it to her face.
Well, this is a start. Because you're making a public commitment, not just on the phone to your mum. You're saying it in front of everybody listening tonight, and people who know you're probably listening tonight, and people who know your mum are listening tonight. And to hear you saying that you want help, and I will promise you that we will make some phone calls tomorrow on your behalf and see if we can get some help for you.
Yeah, I really, really would appreciate it, and I'd jump on any opportunity that you could get me.
Okay, well, we will definitely do that for you. And Jennifer, like you said, you want your daughter back. She just has to...
And if she gets the help, Adrian, she's got my 100% backing. If she gets the help she needs, I'll back her 100%. That's no problem. I want the daughter I had 3 years ago, I want back. Simple as that. And until she does that, that's when I'll be ready to forgive and forget.
Look, it's been interesting talking to both of you. Kelly, we will definitely be in touch with you tomorrow. We will see what we can do for you. I know the resources are very, very stretched at the moment, and maybe there is no strokes that can be pulled or no favours that can be done or any help that we can give you, but we will certainly try.
Waiting this, please. I know I'm getting there.
I'd love to keep in touch with both of you over the next while and see how you're getting on. Is that all right?
Yeah, no problem, Adrian. Nice talking to you.
All right, nice to talk to both of you. Thanks very much indeed.
All right, bye.
There you go.